So oftentimes, if you're talking with us, either in our office or in our classes, we ask you if you do your blood sugars or your blood glucose each day, or at least a few times a week. And many times people will tell me, no, I don't do it. I just wait for the doctor to do my A1C every 3 months or every 6 months, because that tells me how I'm doing. That's not quite the case. When we're looking at an A1C, it is an average blood sugar over the course of those 90 days. So about every 120 days, you've got red blood cells dying off, new red blood cells being born, and this lab work looks at whole red blood cells and how much sugar is stuck to them. So you could be technically getting up in the morning with a low blood sugar like 60, going to bed with a high blood sugar like 200, but your A1C can come out as a beautiful average, not even diabetes, pre-diabetes or less. So we ask you to do your blood sugar daily because that gives you a time right there what your blood sugar actually is. And if it's low or high, you can take steps to treat either one of those. When your blood sugar levels are too high or too low, they are causing damage to your body. Sugar is an absolute necessity to keep your body functioning. All of your organs, everything, everywhere your blood goes, is carrying sugar there. Sugar's moved into our cells, and once it's in the cells, the body uses it as energy, much like your car uses gasoline to keep functioning going down the road. So when we get too much sugar in there, the blood gets really thick and really sluggish. It moves so much slower than it would when we have a normal blood sugar. If blood's going everywhere in your body and it's carrying oxygen and nutrients and it's not getting there very fast, those organs, your feet, your hands, anywhere in your body is not being fed the nutrients that they need to be fed or the oxygen that they need to be fed. On the other hand, when your blood sugar's too low, then again, you're not getting that energy. You need that energy, but it's for other reasons. Either you haven't eaten enough or you've taken too much medicine or something like that. We really need to keep our blood sugar in between 70 and 140 each day so that your body functions as best as it can. And as you might know today, there are several ways that you can test your blood sugar. Some physicians will have you testing with a glucometer, which means poking your finger. Okay, we only use 4 fingers in there. We can talk about where you would do that, making sure your hands are clean, and then writing down those blood sugars so that you can follow them. On the market now are continuous glucose monitoring devices called CGMs. They check your blood sugar 288 times a day, which is something very difficult for us to do. However, the CGMs are not checking real blood. When you check with a glucometer, you're getting an actual reading of your blood sugar. When you're using the CGMs, they read interstitial fluid. So the number that you're going to see on that CGM report or your phone or the receiver that comes with it is actually 15-20 minutes behind your real blood sugar. So we do recommend pay close attention to the arrows that are on the CGMs. If they're pointing up, your blood sugar is already a little higher than the number it's showing. If it's pointing down, then it's already a little lower than that number that's showing. If you're looking into a CGM, the first thing that I would do is call your insurance company. Each insurance company pays different amounts for different CGMs. They may cover the Dexcom better than they cover the Freestyle, okay? They might not cover it at all. But finding out from the company that's hopefully gonna pay a little bit for you is the best thing to do. If it turns out that they don't pay anything, there are 2 CGMs on the market now that you can buy without a prescription, and they're over the counter. And then you talk to any pharmacist out there about the Stello or the Lingo.